bum ba bum 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 bum. What's up, guys? PSGINT here. Different kind of video today. We will be comparing Paris Saint-Germain's 2012-2013 squad, or starting 11 most used, to today's current 2021 Paris Saint-Germain team. Let's go. Goalkeepers, both Italian. Salvatore. I have a lot of memories from him. I think he stayed until 2016, I think. Sirigu was a good goalkeeper. I remember some of his great saves. But Gianluigi Donnarumma, he's top of the world. Even if you don't consider him the best, he is at least top 3 in everyone's picks. So picking Sirigu over Donnarumma would be the most delusional thing you can do. But I still have love for Sirigu. Even now when he's playing in Serie A and stuff. When I see him, I get that goosebumps. I remember you. But yeah, Donnarumma wins this one. Make sure to comment as well what players you think will win the debates. Next up, right back, Christopher Jale, the captain of the side last season, ahead of Thiago Silva. Calm, composure, not the fastest, not the strongest, not the tallest, but he had the brain. He knew how football worked, and yeah, he was all right. I would say all right, decent. But now we have Hakimi. Pace, yes. Shooting, yes. Height, yes. I mean, is it even a debate? Of course, I'm gonna choose Hakimi, but still, as well have love for Jale, even when he plays for Amiens, Lyon, and so on. As I said with Sirigu, the goosebumps come back because it was my first Paris Saint-Germain season. Next up, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos. Oof. This is hard. I mean, this is so hard. Guys, you have to help me out here. I don't really know who the better one is. Marquinhos, best center back in the world. Thiago Silva at that moment, best center back in the world. Just came from AC Milan. I don't know. Oof. Papa, who would you guys pick? I mean, for nostalgia reasons, I think Thiago Silva. But it's so hard. But I would say Thiago Silva slightly. Next up, Presnel Kimpembe, Mamadou Sakho. Mamadou Sakho came from the academy. He became the youngest captain, I believe, in Paris Saint-Germain history until now. Yeah. And Presnel Kimpembe, also from the academy. Who is better? That's the question. Sakho left really early for Liverpool, knowing that game time was hard to get in Paris Saint-Germain with Alex and later David Luiz and so on, and Marquinhos and so on. So, who would I pick? I mean, if you look at prime, Kimpembe, but consistency, Sakho. Because he didn't make the mistakes that Kimpembe made. I'm gonna say Kimpembe just for that prime, starting for the French national team and so on, winning the World Cup, playing the Champions League final. And if you would say Ronaldo is coming at you, who would you want? Kimpembe, Sakho? Of course Kimpembe. But yeah, so Kimpembe wins this one. Left back, Nuno Mendes. It's a bit unfair because he's so young, he hasn't played that much compared to the veteran Maxwell. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, Nuno Mendes may finally be the left back we have been searching for ever since Maxwell left us or retired. Because so good. I mean, the consistency on that guy. He could defend, he could cross, he could pass, he could shoot. Complete left back. So, yeah, it's very understandable. I will, of course, choose Maxwell here. Easy. Centre defensive midfielder, another one that's missed but still we haven't find a good replacement for him. It's Thiago Mota, the anchor of that PSG side. He wasn't a real alpha in the midfield. I mean, his passing, he was like a B-Tech Busquets. He was pretty much the same. He wasn't the fastest, but he had good shooting. But that passing, that calmness on the ball. We miss you, Tiago. We miss you. Every Paris Saint-Germain player. I believe if you look at like replacements, so on, Thiago Mota is the most missed player because he's exactly what we need. So Guy is also defensive midfielder, but not the same. He's more of a destroyer, more of a tackler. Don't have anywhere close to the ball control and passing of Thiago Mota. So I mean, it's an easy one here, Thiago Mota, for nostalgia reason, for quality reason, everything. But still, respect to Idrissa Gueye. He has been good for PSG. Center midfielder Marco Verratti against Blaise Matuidi. Blaise Matuidi, he left us in a very heartbreaking way because Unai Emery felt that he didn't need him because he had bought, Krychowiak, one of the biggest flops in PSG history. But yeah, I still miss Matuidi as well, and he still has love for Paris, even if he's not from the PSG academy. And then we have Marco Verratti. For me, the best midfielder in the world. If he didn't have injuries, what could have been? So, of course, it's Verratti, but still a lot of respect and love and affection for Blaise Matuidi. Real PSG legend. Miss him so much. You know that celebration? But yeah, Marco Verratti here. Pastore Ander Herrera. I mean, Ander Herrera, if you didn't count this season, it's Pastore by miles. But this season has been really good. But still, I would choose Pastore. More complete, and he had that finesse. He had that shooting. When he puts it top bins, that's Pastore. That's Javier Pastore. He was also one of the first players to sign for the KSA. He signed the year before, and yeah, such a legendary player. Visits the Parc des Princes a lot. Now plays at Elche. Yeah, a real PSG legend, and a lot of PSG fans love him. A lot. So, sorry, Ander, but not sorry. Pastore deserved this. Pastore wins. Lucas Moura against an unnamed guy called Lionel Messi. I believe he's a GOAT. That's what I believe, actually. Well, Lucas, I don't think I need to say anything, but we can talk about Lucas. So, he was a loved player by PSG fans. He had the skill, he had the flair, but inconsistent. He was at PSG for a long time, played a lot of games, still had goals and assists, but never did it in like important big games where we actually needed him. And the most memorable performance or thing from Lucas Moura was that dribble against Marseille. What if he had scored that chance? And then Lionel Messi. I mean, his start to Paris Saint-Germain hasn't been the greatest, but still, his 3 Champions League goals against City and Leipzig are more important than nearly all goals Lucas scored, if I can remember right. So it's sad, this comparison, but yeah, of course it's Lionel Messi. Oof. Here comes the Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So my favorite player, the player that got me to support Paris Saint-Germain, the legend. I mean, I love Mbappe. Mbappe has been incredible for PSG, such a young age, but still not at Zlatan level. Because Zlatan had that maturity. He had that leadership. Like, when he didn't play, you saw a big difference. So, of course, it's Zlatan. Because him and Mbappe, they both had the goals. They both had the assists. But the mentality, the strength, the heading, Zlatan, of course. Complete player. And we'd love to see him back at Paris Saint-Germain. Last one. Neymar Jr, Ezekiel Lavezzi. Lavezzi, such a humble player, such a lovable player. I mean, he was always laughing and smiling. Remember, we're buying from Napoli. My most memorable thing from him is his goal against Chelsea. Even though we went out, it was still a great volley into the top corner against Czech. And then we have Neymar Jr. on to become a PSG legend. His stats are crazy. If he didn't have injuries, I mean, maybe a Ballon d'Or. Maybe we would have won the Champions League final if he had more experience at Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, it's an easy one here. It's Neymar Jr. And the last one is the managers. You just have to look at the Ancelotti smile. And look at how Pochettino is jealous of him. Look at the jealousy in his eyes. Yeah, but of course I take Ancelotti here. Because he made us as a team. He made us fight for each other. Even in the end, when the players started dyeing their hair red and white because we won the league, it was special. It felt like a family under him. And it was really sad to see him leave for Real Madrid, but we completely understand. We were not at the PSG that we are right now. And he actually went on to win the Champions League with Real. So looking at it from his perspective, it was actually a good move for him. Whilst we still haven't won the Champions League. But yeah, it's Ancelotti, of course. Better tactics, better motivator, and better charisma, bigger alpha. So, I mean, it's been like, 9 years? But still, that PSG team had a lot of great players that we still not have better players than. So, Leonardo, you know what to do. But other than that, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me what you like about this content. Should I do more like this? Compare old plays to this in new kind of ways. Make sure to put on notifications, subscribe, like this video. Allez Paris, allez Paris!